Hey guys, MSG Retired here. So it's been a little while since I've done any really stolen valor stuff or anything like that. I am starting to get my records back now from NPRC. I got one back out of about a dozen, and it's not even one worth doing anything with, just due to the fact that the person never served in the military, and I don't have any public claims that he's made on social media or anything like that. But I've been kind of thinking about a new unit that should be formed. Something that could supplement our military, and they could be immediately deployed because they're all self-trained. They're all self-qualified. They're all self-promoted. They're all, I guess. But I've been thinking about this for a while, and I think the United States really needs this. And it would keep us from having to send our military troops into harm's way. This unit, because they're all self-trained and self-qualified, they could immediately be dropped into any hotspot worldwide and quell that situation. And what I'm talking about is the formation of the -37th Special Farces Group. That's right. We need to form this unit, and we need to do it right away. There is no lack of individuals qualified to be in this group. There's tons of them. Guardians of the Green Beret has a list of over 100 people that would be qualified to be in this group right now, today, ready to go and deploy worldwide to any hotspot. And who better to lead this group or be the commander of this group than our very own Major Jeremy Dewitte, Ranger, Special Forces, riser pop on a combat jump in Fallujah, self-promoted to the rank of Major. And as you can see by his very impressive ribbon rack, he has more than enough experience to head up the -37th Special Forces Group. So let's look at some other people that would be perfect. They would be a perfect fit for this unit. Let's go to Guardians of the Green Beret. Guardians of the Green Beret have been very busy. There are no lack of Special Forces phonies out there, and their records are very impressive. These guys would be a perfect fit for this unit, and they would be ready to deploy at a moment's notice under the tutelage and leadership of Major Jeremy Dewitte. Let's take a look at the first one here. This is a man of God. He's an apostle to the Church of God. Will Hamilton. This is the most recent one from Guardians of the Green Beret. Let's take a quick look here at his records. Okay, Will, what have you got for us? What can you do to make this unit the best it could be? And you guys can go to the Guardians of the Green Beret and read all of this. It's pretty interesting. He seems to be pretty good with Photoshop, as he does a lot of head transplants onto actual military members. And some of his claims, there's also a video on YouTube, Guardians of the Green Beret YouTube channel, of a discussion with this gentleman and how he tries to divert this at somebody else's fault, as it always is. Somebody hijacked his media accounts and did all this and did the Photoshop and blah, blah, blah. So some of his claims So he was 22 or 23 years. That's false. Master Sergeant, false. Expert Infantry Badge, false. Basic Airborne, false. The Army's Rappelling School. These guys can't even get the terminology right. That's Air Assault School. Yeah, false. Ranger School, false. Diver Qualification Course, false. Special Forces Assessment and Selection, false. And then, again, he gets this incorrect, but it's false either way in regards to the Special Forces Qualification Course. 101st Airborne Division, false. 82nd, 18th, 2nd Battalion, 7th Rangers, no such unit. 10th Special Forces, Joint Special Operations Command. Combat Diver Qualification, false. Egyptian, Jordanian, Canadian, British jump schools, all false. Australian. Master Parachute Badge, false. Pathfinder, false. Master Military Freefall Parachute Badge, false. German Rifle Qualification, false. Combat Diver Qualification Course, false. Ranger Tab, false. Special Forces Tab, false. Combat Action Badge, false. Combat Infantry Badge, false. He says he served with Master Sergeant Gary Gordon in Mogadishu. Master Sergeant Gordon was a Delta Force operator who gave up his life in Mogadishu trying to protect the downed pilots in Black Hawk Down. If you haven't seen the movie, go see it. It's amazing. And this guy's claiming he knew him. In combat, 5 times false. Military conflicts, these are all false. Bronze Star, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that when we get down to some of his phony documentation. I'm not even going to. This is all just. He's so full of shit. And then he's got this fancy thing that he made up, put his name on it. He's got a ton of documentation like this, professing his phoniness. Here's his 1059, which it's basically a report card from any military schools you go to. This one's heavily redacted. Usually when they redact a bunch of stuff, it's due to the fact that there's a lot of negative information in there, and he never actually they never actually clicked the graduated block on this. So he says he was a drill sergeant, not. Here's some entries from his 2-1, and it's doesn't. No, it's wrong. As a matter of fact, if you even look, Fort Benning, Georgia, Airborne, 2 weeks. Airborne school is a 3-week school. It has been forever. Air Assault School's not a 2-week school. It's a 10-day school. This guy's just a clown. But he would be perfect for the negative 37th Special Forces Group. This guy, he would definitely be a squad leader or a platoon sergeant. No doubt in my mind, this guy would be awesome for it. Let's take a look at his Bronze Star certificate. That is obviously bullshit. So hopefully you can read this, but it talks, and I only get like a line into it, and I'm like, BS, 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 because Bronze Stars are not given for this type of action. Exceptional bravery and courage under extreme circumstances while participating in field artillery training exercises. You don't give a Bronze Star for training exercises. Oh my, I just want to reach through the screen and just shake this guy and say, do your homework if you're going to be a phony. At least get something close to being correct, even if it is fake. My God, it's driving me crazy. And so this guy would definitely be an awesome platoon sergeant in the negative 37 Special Forces Group. This one, Horace Jackson, this is a new one that just came up. 1,000 jumps. This guy's got 1,000 jumps. 1,000 jumps. My God, this guy would be a legend in the airborne community. And what did it say? He had 9 combat jumps? Yeah, 9 combat jumps. He would have had to have been in during World War II to accumulate that many combat jumps. There haven't been that many. Excluding World War II. Of course, there were 5 in World War II. But, holy smokes. 9 combat jumps? Really? And this guy duped. And this one actually meets the requirements or the for the crime of stolen valor. It does, because he received a tangible benefit, which is an electrified scooter, due to his military service and the loss of his leg. Now, don't know when he lost his leg. You can't see. I don't see any time at Walter Reed. I don't see anything in here that would show that he lost his leg during his military service. But I can't say for sure. One thing is for sure, that he spent more time AWOL and as a deserter than he did serving his country. So, good job, Horace. And, of course, they break it down. And Guardians of the Green Beret, they always get the records and they always do this stuff. This guy was in during Vietnam. Let's see. AWOL for the first time in April 66. He was en route to Fort Lee, but AWOL. He was a duty soldier. Usually they rotate you into duty soldier status and then drop from the rolls as a deserter. In July of 67, again in September of 67. Then he came back as a duty soldier and could have been in detention. They gave him a supply MOS while he was at Rucker. He went to Vietnam in 69 as an MP. So we've got a guy that goes habitually AWOL, was a deserter, and then they make him an MP. Are you kidding me? And there was no training listed for it, so not sure about that. And he attained the rank of E5 again, 95B20, which would be a E5 MP, and then he goes AWOL again, and December 69 dropped from the rolls. There's a whole video. They've been reaching out to KTLA in regards to the whole thing they did on this guy. And they won't return any emails or calls. So I guess they don't want to make the fire department that did this look any worse than they already do by giving a phony, a motorized, a very expensive motorized scooter. There was one other one that I really wanted to talk about. And now, even though Horace is missing a leg, I think he would be perfect fit. Maybe a team leader. I think he'd fit right into the -37 Special Farces group. I think he would be an excellent pick for that. And let's talk a little bit more about one more person I wanted to discuss. And they've got a couple of other ones. This guy's up in Sandy Sturgeon. He's up in Canada claiming Special Forces. Anthony Travis Nielsen, an Instagram sensation with 46,000 followers, and he's not a Green Beret. But I do want to talk about Blaine Campbell. This guy would be a perfect platoon leader for the -37th Special Forces group. Let's take a look at him. Now, this guy, he's a weapons manufacturer. He's got DOD contracts, and he's always professed to have been a Special Forces soldier. Now, Special Forces weapons sergeant, actually. So I'm not going to read a whole lot into this. Shaytac USA is the company that he now owns. Campbell Arms purchased it. They make a very cool sniper rifle, and that rifle actually holds the record for the longest kill shot. And it's not a sniper rifle that any of us are going to be able to go out and afford because it's about $12,000. But he talks about his former Green Beret time. This is in his own words in a video, and you can go on the Guardians of the Green Beret YouTube site and see some of these videos. He did actually, let's get down. I'm not sure if they broke this down. Here's his 1059 from the Special Forces qualification course, and it was a compassionate release from the course, class 1-94. He had a lot of personal things that were going on. He did pass the selection and attempted the qualification course, but was released due to some legal issues and some other things that were going on at the time with his family. So at least this guy attempted and got a little bit of training before he was dropped. And, you know, this guy flip-flops back and forth trying to make his claims. But I think he would be an excellent platoon leader for the negative 37th Special Forces Group. So anyway, that's it for today, guys. I wanted to touch a little bit on some of the Guardians of the Green Beret stuff. Those guys are awesome. If you have anybody that's claiming Green Beret and there's any question of it, reach out to them. Go to their website. They've got a way to submit a request in regards to any questionable Special Forces claims people are making. As always, if you like my content, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click the bell to get notifications of any new uploads. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, don't care. You guys take that literal because I do get thumb down and I don't care. But anyway, if you're out riding on twos, I did a bunch of motorcycle stuff yesterday. Hey, keep the shiny side up, rubber side down. Make sure you have yourself a great day.